today's stage, there is a disaster at hand here, and if we can't save the day, then the oceans are gonna get contaminated with, I don't know, something. Who knows? So, let's go ahead and jump in and see what all the hubbub's about. This was an okay stage. The overall stage design was pretty straightforward. You go through the various platforms, try not to fall into the water until you absolutely have to, battling enemies and so forth. There's not a whole lot here that really stood out as anything unique or remarkable, and if anything, at points it was easier to take the low road to avoid enemies than anything else. I don't know, the stage design just didn't grab me as anything special. I wasn't impressed with the enemy placement here. In fact, I felt it was a little sloppy at points, especially a little ways in where you had the picket man to deal with as well as the big guy, and at least having the shine helps in those regards, but the other thing was that most of them you could straight up avoid just by taking the low road, and to me that detracted from the overall stage. When it came to the power-up usage in this stage, you have a very small variety to play with, which is beneficial to a certain extent, because at least there's not a whole lot of clutter. Your main power-up was the perfect freeze, which is an interesting one to utilize, and As I said, when it came to the shine was useful with the picket men, but realistically, the additional power-ups weren't really needed for the overall outcome of the stage. Even the tomahawk, the silver tomahawk, which was used in the boss fight, you still could have won with just the perfect freeze. So overall, they're just kind of there. I wasn't crazy over the boss fights. If anything, this boss fight demonstrates the reason why there are boss gates, because I did have that cheap death because I fell through a ladder. Beyond that, this boss fight really didn't do anything for me. While the terrain was a little uneven, there just wasn't much here to really stand out as anything exceptional. Overall, this is a fairly mediocre stage. The stage design was okay, enemy placement was questionable, and there's just not a whole lot here to really stand out. There's some good ideas here, don't get me wrong. There are some good ideas here, but I do feel it needs to be fleshed out a little bit better, and the overall execution was flawed. Maybe with a little bit of tweaking, this one can come off as something really cool, but as it stands right now, there's just nothing remarkable here.